found out the heated seats are turned on, and she loves to get on some heat. She loves heated blankets. She loves to get and lay on the towels and stuff as soon as you get them out of the dryer. And she's found out that this truck's got heated seats and the button was turned on. And she's having her a good time laying in them heated seats. She usually sits up here on the console because she likes to look out. But she's figured out, riding to the post office, since I'm not in the seat over there, that the heated seats is on. Look at her. She's fixing to take her a little nap. Are you spoiled? You are spoiled, ain't you? Are you so happy? You are. You're just rotten. So me and Abby rode to the post office this morning. We have been cleaning up around the house, and we actually been listing stuff on eBay to sell, just to get rid of, and just for us to have some extra cash too around. So me and Abby had to deliver 2 packages to the post office because some people bought some stuff from us off of eBay, and we had delivered in this morning. Abby loves to ride, so I let her ride to the post office with me, but the post office was a long line, and I left you in the vehicle for a few minutes, and I kept to check on you, but I can always cut the vehicle home. Plus, it's cool today, so it's not so bad. I don't like to try to leave her long. I didn't think we were going to have to wait in line that long, but it was kind of busy this morning. So that's what we're doing so far this morning. We had to ship some packages off, so I let her ride with me. So she's my side partner today. Amy's at work, and I'm at home today doing some stuff. So we've been busy. Abby, come here. So sit here with me. Come here. Abby. Abby, look this way. What do you keep looking at? Look this way. You got to look in the camera. Are you shy? Okay, so I come out here to the shop to I'm gonna clean this, clean up some furniture. I got a lady that's from the marketplace is actually wanted to come out here and look at the dresser, so I was gonna clean it up and get some of the dust off because it gets dusty being in a barn. I just want to clean it up and let her look at it and see if that's what she wants. And we'll see if we sell this dresser today, trying to get some of this stuff gone. I'm gonna try to clean up some more and list some more stuff on the marketplace and try to get rid of some stuff we don't need that come out of our house when we move to the back to the trailer, and we just don't have enough room to put everything. So we're gonna see if we can clean it up today. Hopefully the lady will come and like it and take it home with her. It'll be one less piece out in the barn. We're trying to clean up, so I'm gonna clean up some more pieces and trying to get things so we can list them on marketplace or list it on Facebook and see if we can get rid of them. So hang out with me today and let's do some more cleaning in the shop. And I'm also going to try to tackle this little corner over here. Try to clean it out and get this cleaned up, so this will look better. So hopefully this afternoon I can work on getting some stuff cleaned up. Okay, so I have been working in the shop all day, cleaning up, moving stuff. And as you can see, I got this corner cleaned out. This desk is cleaned off, other than the shelf on top. Don't it look 100% better? It has been a job. So I did this corner. I even cleaned out the corner over there. Got all the dirt and stuff. I kind of put stuff right back where it was at, but I cleaned that out. Now I got to work on this spot. And still, we're working on in the middle. But one day at a time, it'll get done. I'm trying to sell and try to get rid of some stuff, and so we'll have some more space. Okay, for supper for tonight, I am cooking in the crock pot some stew beef, which is the stew beef that we got from our cows that were born and raised and fed here on the homestead. For supper tonight, we have stew beef. I have carrots. I have mashed potatoes that's been cut up. I put a package of gravy mix in there. I did some other seasoning like onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, and parsley flakes in there. I think that's about all the seasons I put in there. But this is what we're going to have for supper. And then later on, I'm going to make some homemade water biscuits. My grandma always did water biscuits, my granny. So I'm going to make some more of those to have with it. So I think it's going to be good. I hope everything turns out. And we'll see how the beef stew. It's the first time I had the beef stew that we got from our cows. We've had steak so far, and we've had hamburger, and I had a chuck roast, and all of it's turned out tender and good. A lot of times cooking in the crock pot, especially meats and different types of roast, it always turns out tender if you cook it correctly and not overcook it. But I've put this on around lunchtime, and I got it on low. If I need to cut it up a little bit higher this afternoon, I will. But usually don't take that long for stew beef. It's not that big, so it usually takes a couple hours, about 4 hours for it to cook. So it'll be done by the time we want to eat supper by 6 o'clock tonight. So we'll see how things turn out. Look at the little babies. What you doing? Is Mama coming? Yeah, old Betsy coming. I'll come and get you. Just to come. There's Betsy's baby. Hey, Daisy. Yeah. I'm not gonna give you no hay. They think they're gonna get hay. Fooled ya. Fooled ya. Well, it's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. The sun is out and the wind is not blowing. It was very nice out today. Cows are happy they got hay. The little baby calves are doing great. Thought maybe they'd come closer up, but they're wanting to go walking away. Both little girls. But they're healthy and they look good. They're out there playing. At least they got a play. Okay, so earlier today I had put stewed beef in the crock pot cooking with carrots and potatoes, and I said I was going to make homemade biscuits. Well, it's about 5 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and start making some biscuits so they'll be warm and good time Andy gets home. I just got done feeding all the animals. I just got in, so I probably look like I've been through a whirlwind. By the time you feed up and give all the chickens feed and water and cows fed and everything else, it just takes time doing. And you get dirty and nasty as you do it. But first I'm gonna grab my apron. Because you always get flour on you. And I love my apron. And it's got cows on it. Okay. So, the items you'll need is a bowl. Or a lot of people, if they have dough bowls, that works perfect. My mom and granny always use those. I would love to have one in the near future. I'm gonna see if I can find me one. But regular size bowl works perfect. I have a flour shifter. I have a cup of water here, flour, and I like to use daily bread flour because it's self-rising, and some lard. So this is the only 3 ingredients you'll need to make these biscuits: flour, water, and lard. These are the biscuits my granny always made. I've always had them growing up, so my mom always made them, and then I've started making them as well. But these are simple things. It don't take a lot of ingredients to make, just flour, water, and lard. So, I got my flour shifter. I'm just gonna pull some flour. I don't have a measurement. I just make it as I go. So, we're gonna shift the flour. And this just helps get all the clumps out and it makes a good smooth dough. I'm gonna just take the rest and shift it out. And let me see how much I got in there. It's gonna make me a little hole. I'm just gonna put me just a little bit more flour. So I just put a little bit more in there. And I made a mess on the table because I should have done it over the bowl and I didn't. But cooking can always be messy. Alright, so I'm trying to show you what I'm doing. So you got flour in the bowl, it's shifted. You're gonna make you a little hole in the center of it. I'm gonna wash my hands because flour biscuits, your hands get dirty as you make it. So first I get some lard, and I don't know how much to tell you, I just kind of go as I go. So there's about this much I'm putting in right now, and it just ain't enough. So I'm gonna put some more. So I put this much more in there. I'm gonna put just a little bit more. And maybe just a tad more. It's not wanting to come up as good. Okay, that's all I'm gonna get. And I'm gonna pull some of this water in here, but not all of it, not yet. Probably pull about a half a cup. Now I'm gonna try to turn my camera around so you can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take my hands and I'm just gonna kind of tire this lard into my dough and water. Try to make it where the lard ain't so clumpy. And then I'm gonna start just putting some flour in as I do this and mix it a little bit. And then I'm gonna put a little bit more water. Probably put the rest of the cup of water in here. And if I put too much water, I always can add some more flour if it's too runny. And just like mixing it up. Good thing. And your hands do get nasty and dirty doing biscuits. And a lot of people don't like it because they don't like to feel the texture on their hands. I'm gonna have to wash my hands and start and get me some flour on them so it won't keep sticking on this dough, so I can knead this dough like it should be. Alright, I'm gonna put me some flour right here so I can grab some on my hands. And I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven. I should have done that before I So I preheat my oven for about 400 degrees for my biscuits. Biscuits usually take about 10 or 12 minutes. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour in here, and then I'm gonna knead it a little bit, get it all nice and formed into a little ball. I'm sorry, I ain't no expert on making biscuits or anything. This is just this is just the way I do it. Okay, so it's nice and knead in a little ball. So the next step, I'm gonna put it on my wax sheet over here and put it on that flour so I can start rolling it out and making me some biscuits. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a cookie sheet out as well. And I forgot to feed that. And a lot of times I use my cookie sheet. I always like to spray Pam or even put lard on it, but I have some Pam, so it's just quicker to spray it with Pam so they won't stick at the bottom. But if you didn't have Pam, lard works perfect. And I don't have biscuit cutters, so I have a chopper, and it works perfect. It makes perfect round biscuits the size I want, and I like it. I don't have a rolling pin. I usually use a bottle, but I don't have a bottle at the house now. But a bottle works perfect if you don't have a rolling pin. Even a cup works perfect. Any type of thing that's slender and it can roll like a rolling pin works fine with biscuits. Just put some flour over and it'll work. It'll roll it out what you need. So I'm gonna start rolling them out. Alright, so I want them a little kind of thick. Amy likes them a little bit thicker than thin. So I'll just take my little chopper and see, it makes a perfect round little biscuit, and it has a little bit of, see how thick it is? And then when it cooks, it rises up. I'll stick it right on the cookie sheet, and I'll just keep on doing it. So I don't really have enough to do it this way, so I'm just going to do a hand. My granny just used to roll them up in her hand and made them, but somehow she could roll them and made them perfect. Sometimes I don't make them that perfect, so I'm going to take and make 2 little ones out of this and see how they do. There's the biscuits in the pan, and now they're going to be going in the oven, and they take about 10 to 12 minutes to cook. Right before the time's up, I usually get some butter and put it in the microwave for a few minutes and let it melt. Then I put it on top of it, and then I stick them back in the oven for a couple of minutes just for them to boil on top. I'll turn my oven to boil so it'll make the tops look nice and browned, and that buttery just soaks right in. But I'll show you in a few minutes once they get cooking. Okay, so let's check on the beef stew, the stew beef. I did come in about, I don't know, 2:30, 3 o'clock and put it on high because it looked like the meat just won't cook in as soon as I wanted. I wanted it done by supper time, so I should have put it on a little bit early and cooked it low. But yeah, as you can see, it's almost getting done. Time we want to eat, it'll be ready. But you got some potatoes, got some carrots. I wish I had an onion because I would have chopped that up and put in there, but I didn't have one. But I put some onion powder and garlic powder and all that good stuff in there. And some gravy pack in there. And some water. Salt and pepper, all that good stuff. And some parsley flakes. Parsley flakes, I can't hardly say that word. So it looks good. The potatoes are starting to get, oh yeah, the potatoes just coming apart. They'll just melt in your mouth. hope this is gonna be good. It looks good. All right, put the lid back on it and let it keep on cooking. All right, let's check on the biscuits. They've been cooking about 7 or 8 minutes. As you can see, they're rising and they're looking good. It won't be long. We'll put some butter on top and I'll stick them back in there and let my oven boil for a few minutes so they'll brown the top with that butter melted in the biscuit. And I'll show you that in a few minutes. Alright, so I'll show you underneath what it looks like on the bottom. So the bottoms are done. You can tell they're a little brown. Right, now I'm going to put the butter on top and I'm going to put them back in the oven for a little bit. So I melted some butter and I'm just going to do this. If you had a paintbrush, it would probably work better, but I'm just using a spoon. So I'll put this on there. See, Andy will like that biscuit because it's thick and it's rised up. But you can make them the size you want. You make them a little bit smaller. See the ones I made by hand? See what they look like? They're really about the perfect size for a biscuit. But if you wanted a biscuit to put stuff in, you might want a taller, a little bit thicker biscuit. Alright. Now we're going to put them back in the oven. I'm going to cut my oven off and I'm going to put it on boil. And I'm going to put it for high. Because I want this top to get brown. And I'm going to keep a check on them because it won't take long. Alright, so here's the finished product. So it'll be good with our sous beef. We can put some butter in it, some jelly, some syrup. Syrup's always good. Or just dip it in the gravy. That's going to be great too. And Andy will have some for in the morning so he can have some breakfast. You'll put some. Otis, you got it made. You laid in the chair. Look how fat you are. You have not missed a meal. No, you're not. People ask about Otis, so Otis is good. He's fat and happy. You lazy. Just lazy. Look at you. Got your teeth showing. Just spoiled. You rotten.
Well, I got home from work yesterday afternoon and came in the house, and Kim already had all the animals fed and supper was ready, and it turned out to be pretty good. So we had us some stewed beef from the cows we carried off, and tell you what, in the crock pot it was mighty tender. So this morning we're going to get up and do a few things here around the house, but she made enough of them water biscuits yesterday that I could have stuff to carry to work with me in the mornings and different things. So this morning I'm going to kind of show you what I normally carry when I go to work in the mornings. If she has enough biscuits left over, I'll end up getting a biscuit. And I'll take and cut that sucker in half. And I'll make me, if I got sausage, I'll put sausage in it. If I got bacon, I'll put bacon in it. But usually it's either going to be sausage or bacon. But I'll take and I'll split that thing right down the middle, just like that. And what I like to do is, if y'all haven't tried this or y'all ain't got it where you're from, you need to find it. It's this right here. It's made by Hormel. It's the black label, but it's fully cooked. All you got to do is put this in the microwave for about 10 seconds, and it's just like you cooked it in the frying pan. But it's some good bacon, and we've been buying a lot. We get ours from Sam's, and matter of fact, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. But that's some good bacon. If you want it to be a little more crispy, you leave it in there a little bit longer. If you don't, if you want it to kind of be like that, which is kind of like I like it, you just don't put it in quite as long. Also, if you want to put it in your salad, if you have steak for supper and have a salad with some boiled eggs chopped up in it, and you want some bacon in it, you can just throw this bacon right out of the bag. You can eat it right out of the bag. It's already fully cooked. But what I like to do is I'll take this bacon right here, and I'll put me 2 or 3 pieces on it. Depends on how hungry I am that morning. But I'll put me 2 or 3 pieces on there. Then you just pop this right in the microwave, and next thing you know, you got you a bacon biscuit. First thing, and it don't take, boy, that's a lot of bacon on that biscuit. I reckon that'll be mine. Just take and wrap that sucker up in a napkin, put it in the microwave for about maybe 10-15 seconds, and you got breakfast. Let's do that.
You don't want the cheese?
Hmm?
You don't want no cheese?
Cheese?
Yeah.
You want cheese on yours?
Yeah.
Well, get the cheese out.
I have some cheese.
Lord have mercy.
Like a cheese biscuit. I have some cheese. Ivy says she wants some cheese.
I don't know if I want any cheese or not.
Cheese.
I'll put you a little bit on that one.
How many pieces?
Oh, there's about 3 pieces on each biscuit. You got to have a little something to eat. I think there's 4 on mine. Well, you kind of sticky on my cheese there, ain't you?
You said you didn't want it.
Well, that's a plenty. That's a plenty. I don't need more than it's falling off my biscuit. Gotta make sure I get it all up there. Alright, so. Alright, somebody wanted cheese on their biscuits. I reckon we'll have cheese bacon biscuits. Alright, let's put them in the microwave right quick. I'm gonna do 15 seconds. Since all that cheese is on there, that probably get the cheese to melt.
Abby can't. Oh, so Abby can't wait to have some biscuits with some toast.
Why you make her one?
She has some more. I can give you some of my bacon. More baby.
Oh yeah, let's do a few more seconds. So much cheese on the biscuits. Oh yeah, they hot now, I can tell. Alright, let's see what they look like. Oh yeah, look at that boy. Oh, that thing's hot. Well, let that cool off a minute. All right. Well, now we got us a cheese biscuit. And these biscuits last, how long they last in the cabinet over there? About 2 or 3 weeks?
No, a couple of days. They don't last that long. They
They
last
won't be no harder than 2 or 3 weeks than they were when she cooked them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to wrap up this video. And we're going to eat us a cheese biscuit. And then we're going to get out there and do some more stuff today. We've got some more stuff in the shop to do and that kind of thing. But hope y'all come back next time and see what we're doing there in the shop again. Bot got it cleaned up. She did a lot of work on it this time while I was at work. But a few more little odds and ends. But anyway, we're going to go eat our biscuit and get out and do a little work. Again, we appreciate you joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends and neighbors. And again, we hope to see you in the next video.